Welcome to Talk Birdie to Me with former world number 16 Nick O'Hearn and Tour Pro Mark Allen, live from Titleist and FootJoy headquarters. And thanks to our great partners, Host Plus, the official retirement partner of Talk Birdie to Me. Driving a BMW is like hitting the perfect shot. Smooth, controlled and powerful. Titleist, the clear number one ball in golf. FootJoy, the number one shoe and glove in golf. Better. When the greats bet, they bet with Better. Ping will help you play your best. And the Golf Clearance Outlet, who beat everyone's prices. Now, here's Nick and Mark.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk Birdie to Me. This is a feedback podcast. I reckon you should read out the feedback one day, Nick. Dan sits there. And
actually, it's not a bad idea.
We just see what happens.
I can give you guys some wax.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, and you can push all the buttons over here.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll do it from here and you can.
All right. First of all, this comes from Scarby. Fantastic to hear the Ox recently. I missed a couple of blokes pod. Ox should be a regular guest to liven the show up. It indicates the show's not very lively.
Yeah, he would. Apparently not. He would liven it up.
Certainly would.
He would.
He livens everything up.
It would be chaos.
Hall of Famer now too, the Ox.
Yes, he got into the Melbourne Football Club Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Ox.
What a superstar. Okay, this one's from Nathan. Guys, forgive me for being ignorant, but regarding your comments last week around the Australian, what's the difference between an American course and an Australian style course?
Great question. So I think we're so lucky in this country to have golf courses with Alistair McKenzie styling all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Sandbelt's riddled with it. Some of the better courses now in New South Wales and definitely, Royal Adelaide. There's just some beautiful looks. Where courses that look American, the criticism is it's very cookie cutter, is the term they use. So, there'll be a bunker, a fairway trap at 240 yards and on the left side, and then another fairway trap 280 yards on the right-hand side. The bunkers are just circles. The greens are very just circles. And there's not the character associated with the top courses.
I think one of the biggest features of Australian-style golf is you look at the bunkering around the greens and how the bunker eats into the green. It's like putting surface green.
Yeah.
In America, you'll never see that.
Yeah, that's right.
Very, very rare if it is happening. Maybe OCM are doing that over there now.
Things are changing.
Maybe things are changing.
Things are changing in
What
America.
you tend to find with the American courses is the bunkers are good 4 or 5 yards away, meters, yards, whatever, from the green, and then you got all this rough in between the green, and it defeats the purpose of it all. And as you say, and then the same with
the fairway traps.
The fairway bunkers. You've got the fairway bunker out here, then a bit of rough, then the fairway. Whereas here you got fairways, bunker, bang.
That's right. And the ball will run into the bunker, and the bunker might be a reasonable penalty. Where in America, the cookie cutter course is when they have a tournament there, the fairways will be narrower. They'll be rough to the bunker to where the ball will never run through that rough and get to the bunker. It seems to defeat the purpose. The other thing about the American courses, maybe the bunkers aren't as deep. Now, it's funny, the Sandbelt in particular, it's a different kind of sand, and they can have as deep as they like, and the drainage is much better.
Yep.
Unfortunately, if your golf course is in clay, having deep bunkers is a real nightmare because you got to drain the things, and it becomes difficult. So,
and I think one of the last points on it, I think from like all the courses, most of the course I play in the US or whatever that American style is, from the tee. Once you get to the fairway, everything is manicured. It's rough, but it's perfectly done. Perfect. Whereas here, we just kind of keep it as waste area in a way.
And that's a penalty.
And there's sandy areas, there's wispy stuff, there's gorse, there's heather, there's a bit of everything. And it's got a very natural look and feel to it. And I think that's where the difference
But
lies
in saying all that, a good American course, I really enjoy playing.
Totally.
I love them. I love them. I don't. Some people look down upon them, and I think this is the point that Nathan is making. But I don't look down upon them. I really enjoyed all kinds of different golf. It's very important. It's one of the great things that separates us from tennis. Tennis, you got grass, hard court, and clay. Maybe throw in asphalt, and throw in our red stony stuff, and throw in maybe the carpet as well. But as far as golf course variety, it's the one thing that we have over every single sport in the world.
Okay, so
Oh, sorry, Mark, you.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while we're talking courses, some more comments on Aussie courses.
Yes.
This one from David. I just got back from Coffs Harbour and I did play Bonville, which you were talking about. It is visually spectacular and great fun, but the conditioning is not so great. It's always soft and the greens aren't particularly quick. I'd put it at the back end of a top 50 at best,
Yeah, okay.
which is kind of broadly where you had it.
Yeah, you had around that 40-ish mark, right?
Yeah, something like that. When I played it was in fabulous nick. It was really, you know,
good.
The condition of the course was absolutely sensational. So that's unfortunate that he's had a few experiences where it's not a 10 out of 10.
From Keith, here's a controversial one. In terms of topography, design and wow factor, very hard to go past Kooralbyn Valley. Sadly, it can't be considered as it's in poor condition at the moment. In its day, I think it was clearly the best course in Queensland. If it was on the Gold Coast and in mint condition, I think it'd rank. All the holes are different. Every shot asks a question. It's sad to see it decline.
Did you ever play Kooralbyn?
Nope.
I never did.
Never been.
They used to have the high school there, didn't they? The golf, you know, Jason Day and
Oh, yeah. Is that the one?
Adam Scott, I think, went to that high school. And,
Okay.
and Kooralbyn Valley was a big part of it. The big kid, he got onto the US tour. What's his name? I've forgotten his name. He was a superstar player, US tour player.
Aussie.
Aussie, lives in Dallas now.
Oh, gosh.
God, what is his name? I'll think of it,
Okay.
and I won't let that go. But he
Not
went
the pizza
to
shop guy.
Who's the pizza shop guy?
The Aussie who works in a pizza shop in, I think
Nah,
it's
not the pizza shop guy.
No.
God, I've got a great story about him too, this particular character.
Well, how about in the turn?
I'll work it out and
can't
I'll
think
come
about
back
it.
to him.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
This one from Greenie. I played a corporate day at the New South Wales many years ago. The wind was howling. I remember hitting a 7-iron approach shot that should have been 2 clubs too many, only to see the ball land short and roll a long way back down nearly to my feet. My long-hitting playing partner did the same thing next shot. I still love golf, though.
Yeah. But that happens at New South Wales Golf Club on a couple of those par 4s on the back 9 where the wind's just straight into you off the water and you get the ball up. I remember one year it was blowing so hard, guys were down the bottom just for fun, hitting wedges that would go up over the green and then come back over our heads. Never seen anything like it.
The last time I was there, we weren't allowed to play. It was actually, they wouldn't let us go out the golf course. It was just too windy. So it was a sad day, but I got a nice hat from the pro shop.
Oh, we got the hat.
Thank you.
Yeah. Still waiting on my Tara Edie hat, by the way.
Yeah.
Next trip.
Next trip. That's right.
Okay, cool. James has said, Duffer here. My roll the eyes and keep walking moment is watching my fellow Duffers identify their ball. They approach it like it's a landmine. They gently pick it up like a diamond, and then they declare ownership.
Yes.
With all the care and concentration of a brain surgeon, they then prop their ball on a tuff of turf and proceed with their shot. Add to that their laser findings and their GPS watches, their aim point putting, and you get a 5-hour round of golf. Lord, give me strength.
There's a bit of that. There's a bit of that in social golf where
Is that mine?
they've got to identify it by picking it up and having a look. There's a bit of that in social
Never goes
golf.
back into a worse lie, that's for sure.
Oh, I bet.
That's for sure. I mean, look, I think if you run across some of these people, you just let them go. You know, they're not playing for sheep stations.
Or are
if
they?
they are
I don't
putting it
know.
on a better lie, it's a bit rough.
Yeah.
Maybe question that in a joking way.
Know a few of those. So,
Have a laugh with them about it afterwards and see if we can get them to fix that behaviour without making a big scene.
All right, we'll go to the turn. We've got a question from Peter in North Sydney in a moment, and you've got to figure out who that player was too.
The second I say his name, you'll know him.
Oh.
Bowditch, Steven Bowditch.
Bowditch.
Hey, there it is.
Got
Bowdo,
it.
Yes,
Got it.
yes.
Just got it. Then what were we talking about? We were talking about
Kooralbyn Valley.
Kooralbyn Valley.
Yes.
Yeah, Bowditch. He was he came out of that high school as well.
Oh, there you go.
At Kooralbyn Valley.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, it looks like you have nothing to do in the turn then.
I'm trying to
As
work
per
out whether
usual.
I can tell the story.
Ooh. Think about that.
I'll think about that.
All
All right, let me think about it.
Okay.
Wow, that's mind-blowing. I mean, it feels so solid.
That's as consistent as it gets.
Oh my gosh, it's good, man. You know, hot.
I'm glad if they play a different driver, because I know this one's the best.
It's the best feeling driver I've ever hit.
Power tools, battery packs, chargers running long after the job's done. Tradies rely on lithium batteries, but overcharging can shorten battery life or create a serious risk of fire at home. SwitchStar power points automatically cut power after up to 8 hours of charging. No apps, no Wi-Fi, just plug in and walk away. When you forget, SwitchStar doesn't. SwitchStar, every home should have one.
From Titleist and FootJoy headquarters, this is Talk Birdie to Me. We're here for BMW, luxury and comfort for the 19th hole. Host Plus, the official retirement partner of Talk Birdie to Me. The golf clearance outlet, they beat everyone's prices. Ping will help you play your best. And better, ahead of the game. Now for Titleist, the number one ball in golf, and FootJoy, the number one shoe and glove in golf. Here's Nick and Mark.
Ready?
All right, we're good to go.
Okay, welcome back. I've had a couple of minutes to think about whether I should tell this story.
You've got to tell it.
But I think because Steven's been pretty open with his drinking, I think I'm in a spot where I could possibly do it. And he's going well these days from all accounts.
Doing very well.
So hopefully he takes this in the right spirit if he gets back to him.
Okay, just reset who he is.
Steven Bowditch. So he was, I saw him play when he was a kid. He had more ability in his little finger than most professionals. He was such a beautiful, natural player. Hit the ball a million miles, didn't care. I mean, I remember one Australian Open he played with Greg Norman in round 3, I reckon it might have been, and had no fears whatsoever. Knocked it past Shark hit a bomb, and then he hit past one. And, the whole. But this guy had more ability that he knew what to do with, but he did have a bit of a drinking issue. And he's, like I said, by all reports, he's going well.
Yep.
Anyway, I was commentating in the New Zealand Open.
Just to be clear, though, he's been quite open about that, hasn't he?
He's been very open about it. Yeah,
cool.
He's been open about it, and hopefully he's beaten it. I'm sure he's beaten it. So New Zealand Open, we're playing the Hills, and I'm commentating at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway, Steven Bowditch has got a 4-shot lead, 5-shot lead after 2 rounds.
Nice.
Completely killing the course.
Yep.
It's his tournament. It's his tournament to lose. I've woken up on Saturday morning, and I've woken up early, and the gym was hopeless, so I've gone for a walk in the morning. Yeah. Our hotel is up this enormous hill down there in the South Island. What's it called?
Where's the hill? Queenstown.
Queenstown.
Yeah.
Huge hill we've got to walk up. Anyway, so I've gone for a walk down, and now I'm walking up this hill, and I can see a homeless person up here, and I'm walking past, and I'm thinking, I walk past. It's Steven Bowditch.
Wasn't a homeless person.
It wasn't a homeless person. It's Bowdo.
Wow.
Very strange his nickname too, because he's Bowditch, but everyone calls him Bowdo.
Bowdo.
Yeah. Anyway, so I go, Steve, you right? I thought maybe he's been bashed or something.
Yeah.
He goes, oh yeah, I'm right. I said, what's going on? So I'm picking him up. I said, what's going on? He goes, had a few drinks last night, and I don't know, I got halfway up this hill and I just couldn't be buggered.
Oh God.
So he just went to sleep halfway up the hill.
Thought I'll have a rest here. And
so I'm walking up the hill. It would have been 6 a.m.
Found him.
Anyway.
Leader of the golf tournament.
Nick, it's fair to say he did not win the tournament.
No surprises.
After a big night out.
Wow.
But I'll never forget it as long as I live. And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, he had that much ability. He literally just did not know
He was a
what
flusher.
to do with it. A complete flusher.
All right, time to move on to some more feedback, guys. I'm glad you told the story, though. That's that's promise unfulfilled, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's still living in Dallas and going well.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now we've got a Wolfpack here. We're going to get on the phone on the WhatsApp. It's if I've done this right, this should be
There he is.
Craig from Brisbane.
G'day, Craig.
Hey,
Morning.
Craig.
Now, Craig, I've been told you're going to do a course review for us. So we're dying to know which course it is.
The Indooroopilly Golf Club in Brisbane. Mark,
Indooroopilly.
a long-standing member there. The course obviously is in a suburban, not too far from the city.
Yeah.
36-hole layout. The last couple of years, there's been a major redevelopment of one of the nines, what was probably the weakest of the 4-9 rotations.
Yeah.
And that was undertaken by Perrott Webb
Right.
as part of the redesign of the course.
Okay.
Nice.
So I know, growing up in the 90s as a golfer, there was some pretty famous names came from Indooroopilly. I reckon Peter Zidar might have been from Indooroopilly. Do you know the famous names? I reckon.
Well, is Ian Triggs the coach out there still?
Ian Triggs, of
Triggsy?
course. Ian's an honorary member of the club.
Oh, good.
He had a lot of work over the years, working with Carrie and other members, of course, and other pro golfers, and some fantastic
John
results,
Senden,
as we
absolutely.
know. Ian, long-standing member of the club and a great coach.
Yeah, he's a great bloke.
Okay, well, pass on this review. How's it look?
Well, the 9 holes that's been done was probably the weakest of the 4. It was the old back 9 of the East course. And Dan, as you know, living in Brisbane, it was the old tip about 60, 70 years ago. It was a council tip. And consequently, as part of the work, they've completely rerouted it, reversed the direction, but also created a lot of water storage. And the waste from the digging out those water areas has been re-spread across the course, elevating the fairways and creating a lot more shape. There's a lot more strategic bunkering, and the layout itself has come up really good. A lot of the members are very, very happy. This is all done as part of a major redevelopment program with some land that have been sold. So the result now, that 9 is easily on par with the other 9s, if not probably one of the better 9s. Condition at the moment, I played there a few weeks ago, is exceptional. We're very fortunate in Queensland. We get a lot of rain, a lot of sun. So it'll be a good test. I know that we'll be having the Australian Junior Championships next January.
Oh, fabulous.
Very good.
And they'll be getting ready for that. So it'll be a good test for the young golfers as they're coming through. But the members are overall very, very happy.
Oh, great.
Tell me this, if you would mind, Craig. Down here in Victoria, we're very used to the bent grasses and, all the new pure distinctions and 007 and 777 and, the old bent grass. But Bermuda grass on the greens has come so far. We just saw the Players' Championship last week and those greens were running as quick as anything you'd ever see. Not a lot of grain. Tell us about what they've put in on the new 9. Is it the same as the rest of the golf course?
No, they've put in, I believe it's a Tiff Eagle grass, and it's taken a little bit of time, but they're rolling truly, but it doesn't probably have the depth of cover that the other greens do. We are in a process. I think they've just, in the last 3 months, we've reopened 4 greens that have been redone on another 9. So the goal is across the entire 36 holes to have the same grass cover. That'll be a long project, of course, but the greens are rolling very, very good at the moment.
No, that is great news. And was there much bunker updates as well? I mean, did the bunkers look different from the rest of the golf course? Have they done something new?
The shaping of the bunkers, as I said, they're very strategic. For the longer hitters off the back, it really is a consideration. You've got to think about where you're going to hit it. For the members, they're always in play because they're right on that sort of 220 line. And the shaping of the bunkers really fits. There's some really good design elements where you look at the bunkers, it looks closer than what it is, or it might be a bit further, sometimes even joining up with some other bunkers further down the fairway. So visually, they've done a great job, the Carrie and Ross.
What about the rakes?
Trick of the eye, which is good.
Oh,
well, yeah. What the most important question of all?
Are
what
the
sort
rakes
of rakes?
in or out of the bunker, and what sort of rakes are they?
Solve the problem with rakes.
Are you leaving them in or out of the bunker?
Generally, they're in. My thoughts are we should leave them out, but they're generally in and often not placed correctly.
There you go.
That's great stuff.
Speaking our language.
Thanks, mate. We love the course reviews. We really appreciate you taking the time to get in contact with us and letting us know how things have gone in Indooroopilly. And we wish you and all the members, which they sound very happy, don't they? So that's usually the giveaway.
I'll have to go and have a game next time we're up in Brisbane.
If the members are happy,
they've done
a great job.
It'd be a great place to entertain the Wolfpackers, guys. We've got 36 holes. There's lots of area. I'm sure the club would love to accommodate the Talk Birdie to me team. But I'll look forward to seeing you in Queensland soon.
Good on you.
Brilliant.
Good on you, Craig.
Thanks, Craig.
All right.
Thank you.
Now we're going to have to follow the Australian Junior Champs very closely.
Exactly. We 100% will. Now, we'll wrap up on one bit of feedback here. Oh, it's not really feedback. This is more a comment. This is from Paul. I Googled Dennis Brosnan after you guys were talking a couple of days ago about your first clubs. Everyone had Brosnans when we were young. Here's some trivia for you. Dennis beat his age in the second round of the Legends Tour Q School in January last year by 10 shots. He was 79 and he shot 69.
Oh, holy moly.
That is a great bit of trivia from
I wonder
Paul.
if there is a record for what's the most someone's beaten their age for.
Do you want me to ask Croc?
Well, Gary Player probably has it, but
Can we put that task out to the Wolfpack?
Find
and
out.
see.
Because
If
that's 10 shots. That's a lot.
Well, at the moment, the leader in the clubhouse is Dennis Brosnan.
Yeah.
Very true.
10 shots, 69 at the age of 79.
Pretty impressive.
If you know someone who's beaten their age by more than 10 shots, I bet Gary Player will be in this conversation. If you know, we'd love to know the record for a great bit of trivia. All right.
All right, boys, that'll do it.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Nicholas. Good on you, folks. We'll see you next time.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely
Talk Birdie to Me with Nick O'Hearn and Mark Allen. Live from Titleist and FootJoy headquarters. Titleist, the #1 ball in golf. FootJoy, the #1 shoe and glove in golf. The Golf Clearance Outlet, they beat everyone's prices. BMW, luxury and comfort for the 19th hole. Better, ahead of the game. Ping will help you play your best. And Host Plus, they can help you drive your retirement further. Now that's a plus. Issued by Host Plus Pty Limited. This is general advice. Consider the PDS and TMD on our website before deciding. Wherever you listen or watch, we'd love you to subscribe and share the pod with a friend. Talk Birdie to Me's executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media. Sound design by Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. And now from Titleist and FootJoy headquarters, that's been Talk Birdie to Me.